Hey guys, Gina here. Today I'm going to scrapbook this photo of my brother and sister-in-law coming back from Germany after he spent a few years over there. He's in the military, but he was stationed over there, and this is when he came home. And I really tried to do like a scrap and talk at the same time video for this layout, and that just doesn't work for me. So I'm back to my voiceovers. These were photos taken from you'll just have to kind of ignore what I'm doing here in the video because I'm going over and showing you the supplies that I'm gonna use and things like that. But these photos were taken. One was taken by me, and the other one was taken by the group who was there to welcome the troops home. So they're not the greatest pictures, but I definitely wanted to get this event in my book. So I'm cutting down this paper, and I'm going to look through my layout notes because I don't know what that paper is called. But I'm going to back the whole layout on a piece of black. I'm going to back the whole layout on a piece of black cardstock and I was showing you there the difference between American Craft cardstock, their black cardstock, and Basil's Raven cardstock. Basil's Raven's cardstock has a bit more weight to it, which is why I like to use it for the backing of the layout. And then American Crafts cardstock is a little bit less weight to me as I touch it and feel it. So I like to use that. Like if right here I'm going to use this American Crafts black cardstock to matte my photos. So that's why I use two different types of cardstock, and that would be the reason why. And I already pulled out the sheet that I wrote all of the supplies in. It's already sitting out here, so there you go. I'm a mess. That basic gray paper is from Carte Postale, and it's called Canal Street. And then this other one is from Simple Stories, Urban Traveler, Pack Your Bags. And then again, like I said, I'm using that Basil cardstock as the background. And then I use the American Crafts black to matte my photos. So I just want a little bit of, it's pretty funny here. You'll see. Well, let me just go through and cut this excess off. I never get that right. I ought to use my trimmer. I have these photos laying where I think I want them, and then I move them completely. I don't like them where they are, so I'm going to pick them up. Here we go. And I'm going to put this basic gray paper down on that black background paper, and then I'm going to try to figure out where I want my photos. I definitely want to use that that's from the basic gray Carte Postale designer chipboard stickers, and the whole reason I wanted to use it on this layout is because it did not fit in the iris case that I store my chipboard shapes in. So I definitely wanted to get it down on a layout. And when Carte Postale is a travel themed layout, so I had to use it right away because I didn't want to store it. So now I'm playing around with some of the die cut shapes that are also from Basic Gray Carte Postale, and I really wanted to use that Home Sweet Home, but it's brown, and even though there's some brown in that Pack Your Bags collection, I mean that Pack Your Bags paper from Simple Stories Urban Traveler, I wanted to cover that brown up a lot. So I used that brown. That's from Amy Tangerine from American Crafts, and that was from um, cardstock shapes from her Bits. It's from Ready Set Go from the Bits collection. And I put the You Are Here and then the Home Sweet Home. I layered them on top of one another because they were coming home and things like that. And then that little green sticker that I put down there says the details. And then I have that die cut card there that I'm going to cut here, like you see, because it wasn't fitting where I wanted it. And that's where I'm going to put my journaling. I cut out that They're Here from the Silhouette store, and then I'm going to use some mist to color that because I don't want it to be white on the layout, and I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, I was looking for my tiny attacher because I'm going to staple these transparency frames down, and then I'm actually going to put a star on top of each of those yellow stars, but I wanted to make sure those transparencies stay down with the tiny attacher. So this layout, there's the stars that I'm going to use. They're from the Basics collection from Basic Gray, and I'm just going to use those. The background paper is got some kind of like it's kind of gray. Those little circles on that background paper are gray. So gray and silver to me kind of go together. So I wanted to pull some of that in. And I really wanted to use this United States map, and the reason I wanted to use it was because uh, they were coming home from Germany. And what I'm finding here is that this shape here doesn't have enough contrast. This circular scallop shape doesn't have enough contrast between it and the background paper. So I just pulled out some black soot distress ink from Tim Holtz, and I'm just going to use a paint dauber, or whatever you call those sponge daubers, to go ahead and ink the outside edge of that, just to make a bit more contrast between where that scallop circle is and then where the background paper is. So of course when I took the adhesive off the back, it all came apart, which is fine because I'm just gonna stick it all back together just like that. There we go. I'm gonna put my little map down, and because the map is a dark color, I was able to get away with just regular adhesive on that, so I was happy about that. And then I had these I think they're from jelly bean soup. Are they jelly bean soup? No. They're Lily Bee Design Destination Bread Badge Button and Baker's Twine Bundle. And here's a funny story. So I'm putting that map, it's brown, so that pulls more brown into the layout. And it's a map. And when I was pressing it down, I actually bent the button in. And at this point, I'm going to tell myself it's fine, I don't care, but I'm eventually going to pull that button up, pull it all apart, and fix that dented button because it was driving me crazy. So I pushed a little too hard there. They're a little bit malleable. The metal for those are a bit malleable. So I'm just going to put this little sticker up there to put my date. I'm adding some of the brads and the buttons from that Lily Bee Design set there. Just bringing some of the reds out and some of the browns. And this layout came together pretty quickly, 30 minutes from start to finish for this. I'll tell you it was 30 minutes in the actual creation, but I had a lot of the ideas done when I started, so it was no big deal. Here I'm just showing you the actual embellishments that I did. I put the welcome home in, I added some more of those stars. I did go ahead and yeah, see, I'm going to show you here. I took that button apart because it was driving me crazy because I I smashed it. So I had to pick it up. I added some more stars around the layout. I spritzed that They're Here. What did I use for that? Mr. Huey's Color Mist in Pinstripe is what I used on that They're Here die cut from the Silhouette store. And that is the final layout. That's it. That's a final look at it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will talk to you next time. Have a good day. Bye.